Hi, this is Suzanne Smith, and today I want to talk to you about the benefits of professional organizations and why you should join one. So first, there are a number of reasons to join a professional organization. One of those things is opportunities for professional development and continuing education. As teachers, in order to keep up our licensure, we need to be doing continuing education, but it's also good to model learning for a lifetime. A professional organization can also be a way that we can get inspiration and even problem solving from other people who are in our profession. And we can get encouragement from those same people as we figure out this thing called teaching. Some more reasons are networking, that we can make contacts and maybe form groups and maybe push the envelope of education. You might be able to find your next job by the job listings in the professional organization website. You might also find ideas to use in your classroom, and you should also be able to find resources on their website or in their materials that they publish, which leads me to my next slide. I found some helpful resources on the ISTE website. The first one is a book called The New Assistive Tech, Making Learning Awesome for All. And it is helps educators assess technology needs for special education. Tells you how to do a proper needs assessment, and then helps you make some wise purchasing decisions for that educational technology. And this resource would benefit the special needs students the most. It might also benefit some of the other students, but it is definitely geared towards helping special needs students. The next resource I found was a journal published by ISTE, the Journal of Digital Learning and Teacher Education. And it describes trends in current classrooms, and it contains ideas to use technology in the classroom. And it's ideal for all teachers, including teachers in training, and the students that would benefit from it are those teachers who read the journal, so those students can be any age. And this journal is included in your membership if you choose to join ISTE. The third resource that I found is a podcast called Your EdTech Questions, and it's quite relevant, especially to those who submit their questions. But even if you don't have a question, but you're an educator, I'm sure that you could find some interesting material. The benefits is that it would help you use technology better in your classroom, and you can get ideas from other educators. And the beneficiaries and the student population are those teachers who listen to the podcast. So again, it can be for students of all ages. Now, another thing that professional organizations often have is a conference. And ISTE had their conference virtually last December. They normally do have a live conference, but last year it was held virtually, and the theme was Reinventing Education Together. And so I chose a few resources and presentations that I would have been interested in attending had I known about the conference, and they all talk about really reinventing education. So the first one was an interactive lecture called Encourage Collaboration and Problem Solving with Digital Breakout Games by Desiree Alexander. And this really encouraged teamwork and making your own digital breakout games using Google products. And I was interested because I'm not so good at collaboration or games, but those games sure seem to catch students' attention. So if I can incorporate that into my classroom, I can hopefully maintain their attention longer. The next presentation I came across was what was called a lightning talk, called Ready Player One, Esports in K through 12. This talk was run by a group in California. The esports is quite popular in that state, and this presentation talked about how to create esport teams and really take advantage of the opportunities that they create. So they showed some pictures of people getting together to do other activities like pumpkin carving, and I think they had a movie night too. So I was interested in this topic because my own children and a lot of my students play esports. And so it got me wondering, I wonder if I can do an interdisciplinary unit. This past semester, the PE teachers at my school were doing an esports unit. And so I'm wondering if we can incorporate math and make that a unit next year, moving forward. The third presentation that looked interesting to me is called Experiments, Explorations, and Entrepreneurship. So Making More of Math by Amy Brownlee. And she talked about how to make math more relevant, and by using real world examples and doing things like 10-minute experiments or exploration with various constraints, like maybe the materials were constrained or your budget was, or the time. So I chose this because I am a math teacher and I want to improve attitudes regarding learning math in my classrooms. If I make math relevant, then I should reduce the number of students who say, why do we have to learn this? I'm never going to use this in real life. So finally, here is my slide of references.